guitar enthusiast, Lauren Bateman here, and I'm going to show you how to play a simplified version of Eric Clapton's Lay Down Sally. Not only that, I'm going to show you how to play a cool little bass line for the intro. Let's get into it. So first things first, let's talk about the chords we're going to use. There's only 3, which is great. We've got the A major chord, a D major chord, and an E major chord. Now, if you're one of those people who has trouble with the A chord, remember, there's multiple ways that you can play an A chord. We'll pop some options up here. Find whichever one is most comfortable. For most people, it's usually that first finger on the top, that 4th string that you end up muting. Just try and give it a little extra pressure. So this song has a lot of guitar parts, some layering. So we're going to do a little bit of a strumming pattern. That's why this is a simplified version. It's not going to sound exactly like the song, but it's going to help you play along in time. Let me demonstrate quickly what we're going to be learning. There's nothing that is wrong in wanting you to stay here with me. I know you got somewhere to go, but won't you make yourself at home, and won't you stay with me? And don't you ever leave. All right, so you kind of get the idea, and we're going to go through the verse and the chorus separately here, and we'll do a play along at the end as well so that you can practice. So let's talk about the strumming pattern first. What am I doing here? So this is going to be an 8th note strumming pattern. I'm going to show you a simplified way to do it first, and then we're going to add a little bit extra dynamic to it to make it sound cool. So the basis of this strumming pattern is 1, 2, 3, and 4, and played down, 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 up, down, up. So let's take an E chord, okay? Most people can play that pretty nicely, and let's just practice that strumming pattern. So it's going to be down, 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 up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Okay, let's try pick up the speed just a little bit because this is a fast song. Ready? So that's going to be the basis for the strumming pattern. And what we're going to do, if you're feeling up to a little bit of a challenge, you can accent the bass note, which was kind of what I was doing in the demonstration. I think it comes off really well, especially on the chorus. So what we're going to do is for each of these chords, we're just going to try and focus on the bottom 1 or 2 bass notes of each chord. So for this E chord, I'm going to try and hit just the top 1 or 2 strings, okay? And then for the A chord, I'm going to try and hit just the top 1 or 2 bass notes on that A chord. And then the D chord, since it's only 4 note chord, it would be advised that if you can just get that bass note on the D, that will make it sound the best. So let's try that now. Let's go back to that E chord, okay? And we're just going to try going bass note on 1 and then a down strum on 2. So the only thing that's changing is that first down strum. Instead of strumming the entire chord, we're just going to hit the top part of the chord instead. So it'll sound like this. 1, 2, ready, 1, 2, and here. 1, 2. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and bass 2, 3, and 4. So now if we go and apply this strumming pattern over the verse, this is what it's going to sound like. And this song has a really great structure. It's very, very repetitive. So the verse is we got 4 A chords followed by 2 D chords, 4 A chords, 2 D chords, and then 2 E chords. And if you want to follow along with my notes on my website, you can go over to laurenbateman.com and pull those up over there. So let's take this a little bit slower to start, all right? And the playthrough at the end, we'll do a little bit more of a full speed here. So let's go 1, 2, ready, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here we go. There is nothing that is wrong in wanting you to stay here with me. I know you got somewhere to go, but won't you make yourself at home, and won't you stay with me? And don't you ever leave. Very good. Now we're going to jump into the chorus section of the song where we're using the same 3 chords. Now the only thing that changes on the chorus is the chord structure. That's all. We're going to keep doing that same strumming pattern. It's going to be double A, double D, then we have double E, then we have double A again. And then it just repeats that again. So 2 A's, 2 D's, 2 E's, 2 A's. All right, so very, very simple chord structure here. We're just gonna take that same strumming pattern and we're gonna apply it to the chorus. So let's see what that's gonna sound like, and then we'll put it all together. So we got 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and lay down, Sally. Rest here in my arms. Don't you think you want someone to talk to? Lay down, Sally. No need to leave too soon. I've been trying all night long just to talk to you. So before I jump in and show you that cool bass line to play over the intro, I'm going to do one playthrough of a verse and chorus. I'm going to do it at a slightly faster speed because this song is peppy, and if you ever need to slow me down to practice with me, you can use the settings cog below to slow me right back down. So I'm going to take this from the second verse. All right, ready? So we go 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and the sun ain't nearly on the rise, and we still got the moon and stars above. Underneath the velvet skies, love is all that matters. Won't you stay with me? Don't you ever leave. Here we go, chorus. Lay down, Sally. Rest here in my arms. Don't you think you want someone to talk to? Lay down, Sally. No need to leave real soon. I've been trying all night long just to talk to you. So I'm going to show you a simplified little bass line that you guys can play over the intro. Now again, this song is super, super fast, so you might have to sit with this a while to get it up to full speed. Or again, if you play along with the song, just use the settings cog, slow it down. So we're mostly going to be in the first 3 frets. So we're starting off open A string, coming up 2nd fret on the E string. Then we got open E string, 2nd fret on the E string, open E string, open A string. Okay, and again, the timing is going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and just like our strumming pattern, all right? So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4, and again, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and one more time without me. Ready, and. So that's the first measure. The second measure, we're going to hit that open B string again. We're going to do the 2nd fret on the D string. Okay, and then we're going to come up to the 3rd fret on the top string, and we're going to go 3, 2, 3. And the timing on that is 1 and 2, 3, 4. So it's going to sound like this. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Without me. All right, so if we put those together slowly, this is what it's going to sound like. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4. All right, so if we pick up the speed just a little bit on this, all right, we got 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and. So that's it, just a little bit faster, and you're probably saying, Lauren, that's very fast. I think the song might even be just a little bit faster than that. So you can see this is just a fun little finger exercise for you guys to practice along with and have some fun. Now, if you guys love Eric Clapton, then I highly recommend you go check out my Wonderful Tonight video right over there, another great simple song by Eric.